Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, my name is Dallas with Atomic Mass Games. Today we're going to go over some of the techniques you're going to need to paint your miniatures. For this project, you will need a miniature holder, brushes, paint, water cup, paper towels, and a well palette. All of the following techniques are about building the contrast on your miniature. You'll need that variation to provide definition for the eyes to latch onto and reclaim some of those details that got flattened when you added your base color. The first technique you may want to add to your hobby arsenal is layering. This is painting a lighter or darker color over portions of your base color to create more depth and nuance or to adjust the tone of the base coat. Layering is the process of building up consecutive brighter colors on the high points or darker colors on the shadowed portions to build up that contrast. You can see this especially well in the browns of Doc Ock's coat and the greens of his villainous vestments. Washing is another technique we can use to bring out the details of the sculpt. By thinning out paint to a semi-transparent consistency and carefully applying it to your miniature, you allow it to run into the recesses of the sculpt, giving greater definition. This also helps create smooth transitions when applied over layering. Our next technique is dry brushing. Dry brushing can be an easy and fun way to bring out the high point details of the miniature. A good dry brush is one that's a little ratty and usually wide and fluffy. You'll want one that's appropriately sized for what you're working on, so a dry brush you'd use on terrain might be too large for a miniature. Your regular brushes can graduate to being a dry brush as the tip deteriorates over time. First, load the brush with paint. Then take the brush, run it repeatedly over some paper towels until you barely see any paint streaking off of it. Run the fluffy brush over high points and texture. This will easily pick out and redefine all your raised edge details. Our final technique for this video is edge highlighting. Everything so far has been about creating smooth transitions, where edge highlighting offers a crisper level of detail for your highest points. The secret sauce is to use the edge of the brush to catch the edge of the sculpt, creating a striking bright thin line. This creates the brightest spots on your miniature and finishes that spectrum of variation from light to dark. This video wraps up our Hobby Basics series. We hope you've enjoyed it.